We're looking at the pie chart now. The pie chart, as the name suggests, is a pie with data segmented on it. So we're going to pick, let's see, and you can plot up to 4 levels. I kind of find 4 levels to be a little crowded for this demo. I'm only going to pick 2 levels. So I'm going to choose manufacturer, and I'm going to choose case outcome, and I'm going to plot it. Now the outer ring is my first level, which is manufacturer. So I have 3 manufacturers. It shows me Sante and the number, but the number is already listed here, even though it shows up in the tooltip. And in the inner ring, I have the case outcome, and there's 1, 2, 3, 5 of those. And if I feel like, oh, it's still too crowded, I can always look for top something, top, so many. For example, for level 1, I'm going to say I'm only interested in the top 1. So there were 3 manufacturers, and I'm saying I'm interested in the top 1. And in the case outcome, I'm going to say I'm interested in the top 2, let's say. And there were 5 case outcomes. So let's do generate, and then here's what we see. So first, on the outer ring is the manufacturers. We see that Inford Pharma was the top manufacturer, so it's showing up about 40% of the cases. And everything else, all the other manufacturers are grouped together into others. So really, when we're looking at the topmost, or top 1, top 2, whatever the number is, it shows, if pick finds the largest ones, the largest 1, 2, 3, whatever, and everything else, it just aggregates them into a category called others. Same thing here, we have the case outcome. So as you can see, the largest slice seems to be not recovered resolved. That was about 57%, and then this is recovered and resolved. That's the second largest one at 11.6%. The remaining 3 have been lumped together and into others. And so that's a good way to sometimes clean up when you have a lot of values in a given dimension, but you only want to hone in on the top few. We can always export this to Excel, to image rather, because it's a chart. So when we download it, 2 files download, and this is important. Let's look at the image file first. The image file is easy enough. It's what the image was. Let me close that. But it also downloads a text file called filters, and the reason for that is these are all the filters that were applied, or these are all the choices that it picked. So it kind of shows us, and for manufacturer it says, well, these are the manufacturers, of course. It says it picked the top 1. For case outcome, it picked the top 2. These are all the choices available to it. So if you are going to, for example, put this image in a PowerPoint presentation or send it to someone, you can also provide the context of what's behind this image using this information. The other thing, the option here is right now we're showing the values of the chart, percentage and the values, and what we can do is go here and basically pick certain things. So we can say we're not going to show values on the chart. And now the chart is quite blank, and again the colors tell us which is what, and as to the tooltips, but the tooltip is an interactive feature. If you were to export it, you wouldn't see the tooltips in an image. On the data panel, we've already seen what Save as Image does. Export to ToroViewer has been disabled. In other videos, I explained that ToroViewer is an interactive file that's created that you can send to someone. Save report as, there is another video on how to save reports. So you're welcome to watch that to see how reports are saved and also published. And finally, there's confirmation report, which is really a report of all the cases that are behind this. So, if you're publishing or if you're filtering and you come up with 2,000 cases and you're like, okay, so this is what it looks like, then you can get the confirmation report and have a printout of those, the Excel file of those 2,000 cases. I'm not recommending you click this button only because it's going to be slow in the demo, because the demo is running on the client as opposed to on the server, and that will make a difference in speed. This pretty much sums it up for the pie chart. Thank you for watching.